absolutely. I just sitting there waiting for the crates to roll in.
Listen to your music. You want to hear my first pick?
Absolutely.
All right. So this is a movie I loved, and then this is a soundtrack I think I loved even more. And I actually considered several soundtracks from this director, but I settled on the Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou soundtrack.
Oh,
now
what a good one.
Because there's so many different elements to it. I love the Royal Tenenbaums soundtrack, but I'm not listening to Needle in the Hay when I'm alone on an island. That's the last thing you want, right?
Not at all.
No, like that. Wolf. And I love the Darjeeling Limited soundtrack.
I love the Darjeeling Limited. Dude.
Rushmore has a wonderful soundtrack. But when you think about Steve Zissou, you have the score, like the Shark Attack theme, which I adore. But then you also have like Search and Destroy by the Stooges and The Way I Feel Inside by the Zombies. And most importantly, you have the David Bowie covers by Sue George. So he does Life on Mars. He does 5 Years. He covers Rock and Roll Suicide, Rebel, Life Space Oddity. I love the Portuguese covers of David Bowie songs. And I'm just thinking to myself, when I'm on this island, I got Search and Destroy to pump me up if I'm ever looking to hunt and just scare the crap out of some squirrels who are living peacefully before I got there. I put that song on. Or if I just want to relax and set up a really, really nice hammock that I made and just listen to Sue George cover David Bowie. That's just very happy to me, right? Like it's happiness. Like you know what? For my wedding, my wife made me a lawn gnome that was painted with the Life Aquatic uniform. She found a non-painted gnome, and she painted him to look like the shoes and everything to look like he's a gnome as part of Steve Zissou's crew.
Oh man, I love that.
Yeah, it makes me so. And then she also got me a jaguar shark ornament.
What?
Yeah, and then I also have a Tim Doyle Life Aquatic thing I'm looking. I love Life Aquatic, and I also have a lot of Jaws. I just love sea movies. Yeah, that's it. But realization time with Mark Hoffman. Yeah, I don't know. I just love this soundtrack. It's one of my all-time favorites, and it's one I listen to the most. I listen to this soundtrack a lot. So yeah, I'm taking Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou with me. That's my number one
good pick. That's such a good pick. My favorite Bowie song is Life on Mars, and it's a powerful song. And sometimes you don't want to cry during the sunset, so you can throw on Sue George, and he's a little more relaxing. Watching the sunset by Tiki Torch. Maybe you're eating some salmon or a fancier, more tropical fish dish.
Whoa.
Just something relaxing.
Oh, man, just like a nice coconut curry salmon that I just somehow know how to make. Like when we get to this island, we just somehow know how to do things.
Just the spices they just so happen to be there. Hey, look at this paprika plant.
Is that basil? Plentiful? Blazed basil?
Look at these Old Bay vines.
You're walking one day and something
grater.
You're walking one day and something falls out of a tree and it's just a thing of Old Bay. You're like, oh, weird.
Oh, now I don't have to leave.
Just bonks you on your head.
Oh my goodness.
Well, my luck.
Well, I'll be.
What's next? Oh. All right, what's your second soundtrack?
My second soundtrack is a bit of a cheat, but it's the official soundtrack. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's the one to American Graffiti.
Oh, yeah.
But it's called 41 Original Hits from the soundtrack of American Graffiti. You have 41 tunes on here spanning from 1953 into 1973.
Wow.
And it's wonderful. The number of bands you have on here is absurd. Bill Haley and the Comets, the Beach Boys, the Monotones, Platters, Lee Dorsey, Clovers, Chuck Berry, Fats Domino, Booker T, and the MGs, Big Bopper, Buddy Holly. You have all of this 50s and 60s music that inspired the singer-songwriters of the 70s. So you Bruce Springsteen, Tom Waits, Frank Zappa, and all them. So it's nice to listen to the inspiration, to your inspiration, right? Like I love Bruce Springsteen. I love Tom Waits. So it's like, oh, who are they in? Oh, these are the guys that they're into. This is what I have to listen to. Okay, now what are they into? Why are they making the music that they're making? And it's nice to go back and listen to it and relive it. Like bizarrely, Guns N' Roses did a cover of Since I Don't Have You. Why? I don't know. But it's a 1958 song by the Skyliners. It was a 5-piece group out of Pittsburgh. Two very different styles of song, but it's a beautiful song. And sometimes you're going to get a little melancholy on the island. You don't want to sing Chantilly Lace. You don't want to sing Johnny Be Good. You'd rather hit us since I don't have you. You know, you want to have just a little bit of sadness, but then all of a sudden you pick it back up with Do You Want to Dance? And the parrots are like, yeah, okay, we can take a 5.
Some Surfing Safari?
I don't think that's on there.
Oh.
No, hold on.
Do You Want to Dance?
It is. No, Surfing Safari's on there.
Because that's an American Graffiti song, right? Yeah. Well, it's not American Graffiti is not a band. I know it's a Beach Boys jam, but I remember that being on there.
Yeah, it's and it's one of those movies too where it's a great movie. It's a cruising movie. You know what I mean? It's everybody just getting together, cruising around, saying what's up, and you can kind of do that on the island. You can cruise around, say what's up to the birds, say what's up to the gulls, let the gulls know what's going on. You can play Get a Job by the Silhouettes.
Wow.
Show those birds what's up.
Stop making so much racket.
Yeah,
while you're blaring music.
Bums.
Get a job. Stop crapping in my water supply.
Throw in the empty husk of the coconut.
Like a helmet?
Ooh, you could make a helmet. You could make body armor. You could make a person, like a little, like a dummy out of coconuts.
Well, you could train like a JCVD movie with that thing, like punching it.
Yes. Instead of kicking trees with your shins, you could kick at coconut people with your shins.
Yeah, okay, guys, watch this. And you just pulverize a bamboo tree with your shins.
Ha! Yeah!
My nerve endings are dead. Yeah.
How is he doing that?
People are like, stop. Stop. Like, I don't feel anything.
Don't hurt him.
Yeah. You know, I gotta say, Do You Want to Dance might be one of the greatest 2-minute bops ever made.
Oh, absolutely. It's so simple. It's, hey, do you want to dance? And it's one of those songs where it kind of keeps going and you're like, come on. It's a fun song where you just bring them in and there's nothing like no weird double entendre or questionable about it.
Oh, yeah, just Do You Want to Dance?
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, okay.
Not a euphemism.
No, you literally dancing.
Do you want to literally dance all night?
Yeah,
literally
okay.
Squeeze
Song
me in.
ends.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll dance with you. What?
That's it.
We're just going to do the twist. Oh, we're going to do the twist, all right. What?
Yeah, we are. No, literally, like a dance move. Yeah. No. Stop taking everything I'm saying and twisting it. Yeah, twist. No.
Oh, we're going to twist and chill tonight. No, Netflix and twist.
Yeah, Netflix and twist tonight. No, like, I'm asking to dance. The song's almost over. Yeah, it is. You know what that means? No.
No, I don't, Roger. Tell me what it means.
That's a Gary and a Rancor song right there, if I ever heard one. I just want to dance. So do I.
It's 5 seconds long, and it's a critique on Russian politics of the 80s.
That's a great song. Do you want to hear my second pick?
Absolutely.
All right, so this is a weird one, but I had to do it because I'm a big Jim Jarmusch fan. I almost considered wearing my Woo PS shirt from The Dead Don't Die because in The Dead Don't Die, RZA is a Woo PS delivery driver.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And he just drops, facts on the squirrely kid from the Missouri movie.
Oh, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri?
Yeah. And then the kid who gets thrown out the window. But so I love Jarmusch. I love when RZA pops up in Coffee and Cigarettes too. That's another one of my favorite movies. I love Only Lovers Left Alive because the music is just wonderful. Dead Man that he directed has a glorious soundtrack as well. But I am going to go with Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai. And I'm going with the Japan import version because I had to find a score, and this is instrumental. So I'm going, because for some reason the instrumental score went to Japan first, not the United States, and they just released it on vinyl because of the 20th anniversary. So or 15th, one of those. But yeah, so I got the movie on Criterion. I love Ghost Dog, but I also love RZA. And I do love Wu-Tang. Like, I don't know, I love the gravel pit and like all that gets me pumped up. But it's just a RZA score for a Jarmusch film starring Forrest Whitaker as a samurai. It's a legit score, and it gets you pumped up. There's nothing melancholy about it. Like, there's no okay. You know what's weird? Like, I was thinking about some other scores that I really like. So, I love Requiem for a Dream score. It's heavy, but I don't want to listen to that while I'm on an island because it'll just wreck my day.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
love Last of the Mohicans. What is it? Promontory? I think that is a wonderful jam, but it just brings up too many emotions in me, right?
Mm.
I have almost all the John Carpenter scores, Pretentious Mondo vinyl. I love them, but they go to some dark territory. I don't want to listen to Halloween while I'm on an island. I don't
No.
want to listen to Jaws when I'm on an island. I love the Guest soundtrack as well. And, I love the synth beat. And I also love Ravenous, that score, but it's so discordant. It would just get my heartbeat all weird. So I don't want that when I'm on the island. So I just want The Way of the Samurai, Ghost Dog, RZA, the Japan import version because it's instrumental. So it's not the, I define an instrumental version, but I just love what he did on this soundtrack. It's very underappreciated. So I'm taking Ghost Dog by RZA.
That's a great pick. I love the soundtrack RZA did for, what is that show? Afro Samurai.
Oh, really?
When he threw all that together. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I gotta listen to that now.
That was really well done. He actually has like a bit of a cameo in there and stuff. But yeah, when he threw all that together, it was fantastic and I enjoyed it so much. So I'm definitely going to have to go back and revisit. I don't own Ghost Dog, but I have the Criterion channel. So I'm like 90% certain that's on there.
I dig it. And I like that style of music. It gets you kind of pumped up, but this is chill too. Like it's just I could just put this on and be happy with it. It wouldn't get my heartbeat going. It wouldn't scare me. It wouldn't it doesn't elicit a lot of emotions. I just don't want a lot of emotions when I'm on this island. I just want to kind of be laid back. So I'm taking that. That's my second pick.
That's a great pick.
Thank you, man.
It's a really great pick. I like it. And sometimes you just need a bop. You need to just walk around being like, yeah, I own this place. What's up? Maybe scare the birds a little bit. Let them know, hey, we're friends, but you better look out.
And I think the goals will come by and hang out during this. Like, this is sort of my hangout. This is when everyone gets along.
I just got out of the hammock, and I'm going to gamble over to the Lagoon House.
Yeah. And I just yell it, hey, go, put the soundtrack on. And it does it.
Hit it, bird.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Jock jams.
Yeah.
You ready for this? Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. This is a conga line when you're rescued on the beach. Just every animal on there. And there's one like hermit
on it too. Come on, guys.
There's a hermit that lives on your island that you discovered and he only comes out they only come out whenever this song is played.
Hey fellas, yeah.
Who's
that hermit? Y'all wanted to stop? No.
The song ends and the hermit scampers away.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, and you never hear from him ever. Like it's not even. It's the most pleasant hermit on your island. Just comes out during jock jams.
And that's the only time, and you forget too, because it's like I've been a while. Let me play jock jams. I wonder why I haven't. Oh, because the hermit's coming through.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what's your third pick?
My third pick is going to be the soundtrack to Reservoir Dogs.
Whoa.
Now, I like the music. George Baker selection, Blue Swede, Harry Nilsson. I like it, but to me, the important part of that soundtrack is Stephen Wright as the radio announcer for K-Billy Super Sounds of the 70s, because it gives you that feeling of like I'm listening to the radio. Sometimes when you have a score for a film like that, they're going to play a section of the dialogue, right, or clips from it, and they do the Madonna speech. It's fun, but it's nice to have that vibe of like, you're in a car. It gives you those little niceties and things that you kind of take for granted back in the real world, of just driving somewhere and getting somewhere instead of, I have to walk by foot. You're not always going to want to walk the 7.5 miles to get to the treehouse in the mountains. It's worth it, but sometimes you'd rather just take a car, be there in 5-6 minutes instead of 5 or 6 days.
Mm-hmm. So this is for when you're in your bamboo car cruising along.
Yes, or the bamboo bike, just taking a little bit of time. But even then, you're hooked on a feeling, so you're kind of taking it slow on the bike. But when you get to like Magic Carpet Ride or I Gotcha, that's when you're like, we're picking it up a little bit here, picking up speed.
This is a wonderful Magic Carpet Ride, Hooked on a Feeling.
Yeah.
And of course, we got to bring it up, but it's Stuck in the Middle with You.
Yeah.
Oh man, and you get a bunch of Stephen Wright in here too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like you get at least 6 or 7 breakups. You have a song called Coconut, for Pete's sake.
Exactly. Right? It's perfect. And all of a sudden you're like, what am I feeling tonight? Harry Nilsson starts singing. You're like, I guess I'm having some coconut. And then you just go right at it. And the nice thing about those Stephen Wright snippets, they're just that. They're snippets. I think the longest one is like 20 seconds. So it's just the right amount. It's not overlong. It's not like, okay, I'm ready for this to be over now. Like it's Baby Bear's porridge. It's just right.
Oh, baby. Now I have a question.